And just like that, the first major mod for the Silverado just showed up. It's the Readylift SST 4-inch lift kit. And then we have some last fit floor mats. One of the reasons why I've kept the mileage so low on my new Silverado is because I don't have the proper protection yet on the floor of the inside of the truck. We have those factory floor mats, but they're doing a really bad job at covering the proper amount of surface area for one, and for two, staying in place, which they don't like to do. So we are swapping those out with the last fit all weather floor mat. We're gonna do a little unboxing as well of the new Readylift 4-inch SST kit. Okay. We have the blocks here for the rear. Wow, that is heavy stuff right here, and some new upper control arms. So this here is the 4-inch SST kit from Readylift. I have the Readylift lift kit on my Ram as well, and I absolutely love it. I have no issue with it at all. And especially for the price, definitely can't go wrong with it. Readylift does make this pretty easy with their detailed instructions and very clear photos. We are taking this down to the shop to have the professionals do it, and it'll be done in probably half a day. If I do it, it'll probably take, well, I really don't know, but a while. On that note, I have been in communication with a new wheel and tire shop that I've never worked with before, but I called around to see who has some good wheels and tires in stock, and this shop has the wheels that I'm interested in putting on my truck in stock. They're actually the exact same ones that I had on the Silverado that I just sold, except those were gloss, and the ones I'm looking to get now are a satin finish. They are the Fuel Mavericks 22x10s wrapped in a 35-inch mud terrain tire. Combined with the 4-inch lift kit, I think is gonna be the perfect combination. So what do you guys think about these wheels right here versus the gloss finish I had before? I think the satin finish would be really nice. The color that I'm thinking about wrapping the truck in, I think will look a lot better with a satin wheel. So yeah, what do you guys think? I've always wanted 22-inch wheels. I had 20-inch wheels on my 2019 Silverado before, and the 20s looked so small on that truck because the truck is so massive. It has a lot of body, so I think 22s is definitely the move. Combined with that 4-inch lift kit from Readylift, I think will be absolutely money. Also, let's talk wrap for a quick second. So I have a couple ideas as far as doing the full wrap goes. Now I want to do a couple more things to the truck before I move on to wrapping it. That'll be kind of the last step, but I do want to start thinking about what I'm doing as far as wrap goes, you know, sooner than later. So as of right now, I have about 3 or 4 options in mind. Number one is Metro Matte Dynamic Lime from KPMF. Here's an example of that color right here on this Raptor. I believe there's a GTR as well done in this color. I think it looks absolutely fire. Definitely a more unique color than you would see on most cars out there, and that's kind of what I'm going for, is something a little more one-off that no one's ever really done before, or at least very few. Option number 2 is Matte Autumn Fire from KPMF. I think this finish looks super sick. What do you guys think about this one on the Silverado as well? There's also Matte Iced Blue Titanium from KPMF. I like the idea of going with a blue, but blue looks a little too factory for what I'm going for. I want something super unique, more so one-off, and just extremely bold. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about those colors right there. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the 370Z out of the garage so I can move the Silverado inside. The Ram's currently not here right now because it's up in San Diego getting some amp running boards installed that drop down when the doors are open and automatically retract when the doors are closed, as well as 2 10-inch subwoofers under the back seat as well. So some cool things are coming for the Ram. But yes, for right now, let's move the Silverado in the garage so we can get to installing those floor mats and those LED bulbs from last fit. Somebody please tell me why on earth manufacturers still insist on using halogen bulbs. I mean, come on now, look at this. Ooh, GM, you guys were killing it. The LEDs in the headlights, the DRLs, the fog lights. Bro, what? And then you skip out in the turn, like what? But the first thing I'm gonna do is swap out the floor mats. And as you guys can see, here are the factory floor mats, and they have decent coverage, but these aren't really designed for all weather environments. And as you can see right here, there's a nice little gap in between this plastic sill right here and the floor mat, which means a lot of dirt and debris gets stuck right here in this crevice, which isn't ideal, especially in more of like a muddy environment. When you hop back in here and you're tracking a bunch of debris in there, it's gonna get stuck right in that little ridge right there, which isn't really ideal. Plus, it's just not a good looking floor mat too. It looks really cheap. And same with the passenger side. This one isn't locked in, so this one just kind of comes right out. And same deal, you can see there's this huge gap right here where there's absolutely no coverage. And then same with the middle. So they didn't do a one piece back here. So usually when floor mats like just come out of the package, they need a little bit of time to restore their resilience. So as you can see, these have been kind of like in the folded position in the box, but that's all good. A couple hours outside or just in the truck, we'll restore that right back to its original form. So it looks like there's some type of post they anticipated being here on the Silverado, but maybe it's on other trims or maybe the Sierra or something like that. How much better does that, just first of all, just looks wise, that is so much more aesthetically pleasing to the eye than this right here. Bruh. You can see just based off like the channels, they're big. Like they're bigger than most all-weather floor mats that are out there that I've seen, which makes it a lot easier to clean because when these channels are really, really tight, it makes it really hard to scrub out all the dirt and the mud and just debris in general. And then you have these wells right here, which keeps any type of like liquid. So if you were to spill your soda, spill your water, your kids spill their milk, whatever it may be, all the liquids get trapped right here in these channels, and this well right here keeps everything contained so it doesn't spill out over inside of your truck and onto the carpets, because you also have this flap right here that flaps over this plastic trim piece here. So everything is either contained, and if it's not, it flows over, it drips right off the side of the truck. So the design here is absolutely perfect. Here is the passenger side. Here is the driver's side. So we have some posts right here on the driver's side. Passenger side doesn't have any on this truck, and we have these little mounting spots right here on the floor mat that click right in. If I can get that one in, boom, just like that. And then we have the perfect coverage from left to right, front to rear. How sick is that? That looks so much better, dude. We have these really big channels. We have this well right here, and just a really nice finish in general. And for the rear, bro, this thing is heavy right here. Super thick. Okay, so we have these like little mounting spots right here on the back floor mats and the front passenger side, which I don't have any posts here on my truck. Maybe some trim levels do, or the Sierra. I'm not too entirely sure, to be honest, about that, but it is there. It's available if your truck has the posts, but this seems to be a pretty snug fit, enough to where it's not going to move anywhere. So let me go on the other side and straighten that out, and boom. I'd say up here I would have preferred, I guess, maybe if this had a little bit of a well to it, kind of like how it does back here, how it does up here. Like everything is kind of gated off, and there's a little one right here. It's not super tall, but at least there's something present. But up here there's nothing, which is fine because you don't get a lot of foot traffic up there anyways, and it is a much cleaner look, but you're not going to get as much protection up here on top as you do there on the sides, which I guess is actually perfect, but that was just kind of my first observation. But aside from that, this thing fits absolutely perfect. One thing I gotta point out is the fact that these have zero odor. Like the other floor mats I've used before have a really weird smell to them. These have absolutely no odor at all. These are made of TPE, which is actually environmentally friendly, and these floor mats have no BPA, no latex, no lead, pretty much non-toxic and odor-free. But think about that, like your truck sits in the sun, and on a hot day, so many dangerous chemicals are released in the cab of the truck that you and your family are exposed to. So these are much safer for you and everybody inside of your truck. So all that being said, and there's no odor, this is just like all around amazing. I mean, the fitment is perfect, the coverage is amazing, the looks are all there, they feel really nice, and they're safe for you and your family to be exposed to. And now it's time to swap out the front turn signal here. So these are amber LED bulbs. So the housing here is actually clear. So in order to get an amber output, the bulb itself needs to be amber. So these are a T7440A. I believe the A stands for amber. All right, so there's a Torx 15 right here, right here, right there, and right there. So once I remove those four right there, I should have plenty of room to finesse this carpet liner back enough to gain access to the backside of the turn signal. So I'm not sure if you guys can see it too good, but there's a little twisty thing right there, the little cap. And it's literally that easy. So this thing literally just you twist it out and it's unplugged from there. So to put it back in, same thing, put it in clockwise and that's it. That's all there is to it. That's it. Super easy. For a little comparison's sake, there's the last fit and then here is the stock one, bro. That's sad. Oh my gosh. Okay, so not only is this thing like dumb bright, it's way, way brighter, but it has a more of an orange look to it too, like a much deeper orange. That looks orange. Over here it looks like a tangerine. This right here is how it should have come factory. Like I don't get like what? I don't get it, but dang, dude, that is so much better. That was really easy. Now it does make it a lot easier to turn the wheel to the left if you're working on the right side, because it was a lot easier to access this side with the wheel turned to the right. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the T15s back up in here and do the passenger side. Alrighty, so fortunately the taillights, the brake lights, the third brake light, and the cargo lamps are already all LED. So the only thing we're replacing back here on the taillight assembly are the reverse lights here with the T15s from last year. These things look crazy. Then we're replacing the license plate bulbs as well. You guys can just see how bad those things look. They're yellow, they're dull. Alrighty, so it looks like there's two T15s as well. So one right there and one right there. Okay, so there's only one plug on the bottom here and then this one here in the middle, and the whole taillight assembly is free and clear. The only thing to replace is this little reverse light right here. Alrighty, and just like that. Little before and after real quick. So here is the before, good old milky old halogen bulb. Oh my gosh. Alright, so yeah, that's obviously a lot brighter, but dude, look at the color of it. I mean, just, it's such a appearance upgrade in itself. Like, it just looks way more modern. Alright, so the reverse lights are in, we're good to go, and now it's time for the license plate bulb. So these are pretty easy. All we have to do is go underneath the bumper, twist those out, replace the bulb, and that is pretty much it. Alrighty, so here we are under the back bumper. So that is the passenger side license plate bulb right there. Super easy to access. So just like that, and then the bulb pulls right out. Just like that. Let's go, one hand. Just like that, we're in. So go ahead and just twist her back into place. Clockwise locks it in and we're good. So I'll do the same thing for the other side. And this is a wrap. I totally forgot I had the stubby antenna laying around in my toolbox for at least the last probably year and a half or something like that. I bought two of them on accident for my last Silverado, and this one's just a spare. So I remember you guys asking me if I lost any reception with this one right here, and the answer is no, not at all. It doesn't lose reception whatsoever. This looks a lot better. It's super easy to install. The old one twists right off counterclockwise. This one goes right on clockwise. It's as simple as that. I'll have this one linked in the description below for you guys. Let's get out and check out these turn signals with the hazards on real quick and see what we got. It's my first time seeing them at night, and oh my gosh. Sheesh, what? Dude, oh my gosh. Yeah, that's bright. Here, let's get a little range test going real quick. Oh my gosh. So with the hazards being on, obviously with hazards, you want to be seen from, you know, a good amount of distance. So this is definitely getting the job done right there. You can still see the turn signals piercing beyond those super bright LED headlights, which are just ridiculous from the factory. All right, I kind of get why everyone's shining their brights at me. That is a bright set of headlights right there. Wow. But yeah, those turn signals are ridiculous as well. Come over here to the side a little bit. Jeez. That is nuts. Hop in here and turn the headlights off really quick. Just what the turn signals alone look like. Oh my gosh, dude. So each one of these bulbs up front, the ambers, are 2,400 lumens each. It's 4,800 lumens of light per set up front. That is crazy. So the reverse lights are 3,000 lumens combined. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. That is insane. Wow. So here, let's compare no light at all to the lights. Dang. That's gotta help tremendously with the reverse function. Let's actually move somewhere where there's no street light. Perfect. Okay, so this right here is pretty dark. So let's hop back inside the truck and see what that looks like in the camera. So the HD camera is actually really good at picking up low light situations. So as you guys can see, it was pretty dark back there, and the night vision on this is pretty decent. So I guess we have some sort of an advantage there, but let's see what this is like with the reverse lights on. Yeah, it's a lot different right there. I mean, that's a huge difference actually. So here, let's fire the truck off real quick and hop on out. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty, that's pretty bright. Lighting the trees up and everything. Oh my gosh, dude, I can't look into that. And it's starting to rain a little bit, but some dude just popped out of that bush right there. What the heck, dude? Some dude legit just flew out of that bush and ran down the street. What? That was hands down one of the creepiest things I've experienced in quite a minute. So out of nowhere, that bush that I was parked next to, some homeless man jumped out and started absolutely just dipping into the night. I don't know why he just did that, but it kind of freaked me out because it came out of absolutely nowhere, out of the bush. Now I'm hearing noises everywhere I look. I'm not like scared, but it's kind of creepy at the same time. But anyways, so the ideas for the next wrap have been percolating. I woke up with the crazy idea of doing the exact same wrap that I currently have on my 370Z on the Silverado as well. So what do you guys think about doing the satin galaxy red on the Silverado as well, to have both my 370Z and my Silverado both with matching wraps? How cool would that be in itself? But it's also a really cool wrap. Everyone loves the wrap that I have on the 370Z right now, but to have both of those matching would be even cooler too. So imagine that with the wheels, the new lift. I think that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, in regards to the lift kit, we do have that going on hopefully sometime this week. The shop that I've been in communication with doesn't do appointments for some reason. I don't know why, but it's first come, first serve, which is kind of odd. But nonetheless, hopefully I can get in sometime this week, have it done same day, and then we'll have a new 4-inch lift, new wheels, and new tires. This thing is gonna look so much different. I cannot wait. And then we need some window tint, then we need an exhaust, then we need a bed cover, we need all kinds of stuff. Just stay tuned. But that is all I have for you guys today. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys on the next one. Till then, peace out.